Oh man, where do I start? So it's about that time again, boys. It's time me a little chat. I've decided to talk a little bit, very briefly, about some things that's been on my mind over the last couple of years now. As you probably noticed, I have not been in the best shape mentally that I would like to admit. There has been some negligence on my part, but there's also been other factors. I want to keep this as to the point as possible to not waste your time and to get my point across before I go on a tangent or something. I just want to start off by saying that it's been a very, very bad couple of years for me. I've been through a lot. Yes, I know I've said this before, but this is different. You know that thing that I told you guys about many years ago, back in what season? I was about to say season 17, playing too much Apex. Back in 2017, I said I was having some issues with like breathing and tight chest and muscles and all that. Turns out I've actually been dealing with some issues that I have not recognized for a lot longer than I realized. Turns out that those ailments that I was dealing with at that time, and I'm still dealing with till this day, they're actually psychosomatic. And which means basically my mental state, in the shortest way I can explain it, my mental state, my mental emotional state is telling my body that, hey, something's wrong. You know, something's gotta change here. And it's been a lot of work to figure this out. You know, I'm grateful to God, of course, for knowledge and revelations, but at the end of the day, I had to make the choice to figure out what the heck is going on with my body and why this is happening to me. Because at the beginning, you know, I thought this was a completely physical thing, you know, like a disease or something neurological. You know, at first I thought something was wrong with my lungs, but we quickly found out my lungs are perfectly fine. My heart is fine as well. And then I found out it was muscular, okay. But at that point, I didn't know, I only knew like, okay, it was muscular, but I didn't know what caused it, you know what I mean? And there was all these theories, and that was a big journey, but just last year, like the end of last year, I came to the realization and conclusion that the source of my suffering was actually rooted in a lot of mental trauma and pain that I wouldn't say hiding, but I just haven't been acknowledging over the last few years. And it's been very tough confronting the source of the issue, especially since it hits close to home, wink wink. But it's something I've been working on, and by the grace of God, I will overcome this mess. You know, there's been a lot of bitterness involved as well, because you know, I've just been very mad at this source, you could say, at the pain that was caused, and you know, feeling like that I've been getting just very bitter and angry, like almost rageful towards whomever it applies to. And due to that, you know, I've been struggling to keep my head level. I've been going into some dark places. I've thought some things that I never thought I would ever think of. I never thought I would ever end up in those dark places, but it happened, and now I want to get out, you know? I'm trying to get over this, I'm trying to move on, I'm trying to get my life back, basically, because essentially, put it this way, if I did not go through what I did, you know, in my childhood and in my youth, I literally would have never had this. I probably would have, my YouTube channel would have remained the same. It would have had a steady growth. I would have definitely, not probably, I would have finished high school when I was supposed to. And because what happened was that due to what I was dealing with back when I was 17, which was my second year of high school, that year, because of what was going on and I didn't know what was causing it and all that stuff, I ended up not passing that year, and I had to take 2 extra years, basically. 2 extra years. So instead of finishing high school in 3 years, I had to finish high school in 5 years. And that had its own consequences because of that. My YouTube channel died out. I didn't have the mental energy to make content. I was too occupied with my suffering, with my ailment, if you will. And it was terrible. It was absolute terrible. It was torture, literally torture. But I would say, even though things haven't changed that much physically, like the physical symptoms, I would still say that I'm on the road to recovery mentally. I have a lot of learning to do. I have a lot of things, and when I mean by learning, I mean there's a lot of things that I need to do for myself, because I've realized that I've neglected a huge part of me that never got any care or love as a child. And I just want to make this, not for me, this isn't just a simple update video, but to whomever is going through something right now, something that's been bothering them for a while, for a couple of months, weeks, a year, years, even a decade. Like, I've been dealing with this crap for 8 years now. It all started when I was 17. And so to whomever is going through something similar or even worse, maybe not even, to that large of a scale, maybe something a bit smaller than that, I just want to tell you that there is a way. I was gonna say there's a way out, but that's gonna imply something else in it. No, there is a way, and you will find it. You just have to keep persevering. I know, very cliche, but I can tell you from my personal experience and from the promises of the good book that if you seek God in the midst of your suffering, He will answer you. I have yet till this day received a void answer from God regarding this. And when I started to feel these symptoms, back when I was 17, I prayed for healing. I grew up in a Christian home. My family aren't religious, but I was religious. I didn't treat Christianity as anything but just a religion, another religion. Some people are atheists, some people are Muslim, some people are Buddhist. I just happen to be Christian. I treat it like that. So I didn't take my faith seriously. I guess you could say I was a lukewarm Christian, a lukey, if you will. But that changed drastically when I was 18 years old. And ever since then, again, I prayed for healing, right? But nothing happened. So I didn't know what to do, and that created its own problems as well. But even though I didn't get healed in that moment, it basically started a chain of events that led me to realize that this wasn't a simple physical ailment that I need to be healed from. This was deep-rooted trauma and pain that needed to be that needed to be exposed and uprooted, right? Deep suffering, man. Deep suffering. We're talking years of mental neglect here. Years of lack of self-love. Lack of self-importance here. And I just want to say that, again, to whoever is suffering right now, there is a way. And if you want to humble yourself, again, I don't preach religion. I do not believe in religion. I believe in relationship. I believe in the same relationship that you would have with your earthly father is the same relationship you should have with your heavenly Father. That's what I believe in. All right? I don't believe that you can earn your way to heaven. That's not what I don't follow that. No. I believe in the finished works of Jesus that died on the cross for me. And because of that, I'm able to help other people too. And so what I would just want to say again, that if you want to humble yourself and just out of pure curiosity even, you don't even have to be certain. I'm not telling you to be in a certain mindset for this. Just out of the curiosity of your heart, ask God, can you help me? Like, what can I do? I don't know what to do anymore. Right? If you could just ask, I don't know what to do anymore, God will show you. You know? God will show you. So therefore, be strong. And don't be discouraged. And know that, as the quote from the famous character of New Vegas says, in the end, there truly is light in the darkness. So I hope that this little chat could be a little motivator to whoever is listening to this. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I'm just talking from my own experience, and again from not just from my experience, but also from based off of what I've known to work, you know, based off the good book, wink wink, and based on the promises that was written in that good book. I hope this could be to discouragement. No, not discouragement. Encouragement. Oh, heavens no. No, I hope this would be to some great encouragement to someone's listening to this. And yeah, until next time, boys and gals, guys and gals. I can't talk, excuse me. I hope that we'll see again soon, you know. I miss this. I really miss this. And also one thing, I do want to apologize that I forced myself to come back to YouTube when I wasn't fully equipped mentally to sustain this. I do apologize. A part of me seeing, even though I was not well enough mentally to come back to YouTube, I forced myself to do it because I saw that my views were going down, and I kind of panicked. And not just my views, my subscribers and followers and all that was going down. I was losing subscribers, I was losing viewers, monthly viewers, I was losing followers on Twitter. It was a panic, and so I forced myself to make content. It's the dumbest thing I ever could have done. I should have just taken a break and come back when I was ready, when I was feeling better. So for that, again, I want to apologize for that. But again, one last thing, you know, there is hope for you, okay? Do not give up, trust me. I'm talking from experience here, all right? I would not share this if it were a cap. I don't want anything from you. I just want to give you a little bit of encouragement. In a world that is steadily getting darker and darker for each day, I hope that this video could be to some encouragement to whomever is listening, alright? So I hope that we see again, and when we do, I hope you're doing better, alright? And me too, of course. I hope I'm doing better than I am now. So, but anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. God bless, guys.